guys, it is me again. It's another week and I'm in another place. I'm now in Huntington Beach. I feel like growing up is growing up is like the hardest thing I think I've ever had to do. I still don't feel grown up and I'm 32, but when you're younger, you want to grow up so much. I just remember needing to be a grown-up. I mean, which is actually insane because it's quite boring. It might look like it's amazing, but actually growing up is quite, once you're there, you got lots of bills to pay. It's terrifying, and I just remember there being a lot of angst. I have also, you know, I have this fitness Instagram and I talk a lot on there about body image, and there was, you know, a particular time when suddenly I became aware of my body. So it was something like 1996 and I was in front of my mirror. I'd just gotten out the shower and Alanis Morissette, I think, was playing on the radio, and she was all, yo, 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 I don't know. And I was singing along, dancing along, and suddenly I just caught myself in the mirror and I just stood there. Firstly, where did those pubes come from? Like, suddenly I had hair on my fanny, which I swear to God was not there yesterday. But I'm there and I'm in front of the mirror. I'm 11 and there's pubes. You know, and when they're first are there, they're like those soft, long kind of pubes. Like, they're not groomed, but they were just there. And like, suddenly I was just so self-conscious of the fact that I had hair on my fanny. And then I'm also looking in the mirror and I'm like, what is this? I have these like pointy, small pieces of meat. You know, they weren't big, they're still not big, as again, somebody pointed out to me on my Instagram the other day. But you've got no boobs though. Thanks for pointing that out. No, I do not. But to be honest, my boobs are about the same size as they were when I had this realization that I had some boobs. They've not grown since. You know, it was like the thought process of, oh my gosh, I've got boobs, was enough to send the boob cells back into my body and never form or grow anymore. It's fine. Whatevs. So I'm there, pubes, these little pointy things that I've now decided I think I'm gonna have to go to Tammy Girl and get a bra. And when I say bra, I mean crop top, because they weren't big enough to wear a actual bra. And I'm horrified. I'd been this chubby little girl, but over the summer, like, puberty had obviously grown out of me, and I had lost whatever chubby sort of puppy fat I'd had previously, and so I kind of saw my body in this new light and I did not know what it was or who I was. Who am I? I've been in this other body for so long and I've never really been aware of it, and then suddenly pubes, boobs, less chub. I have never been so conscious of my body in my whole entire life. I've gone from a mixed small school to like a bigger grammar girls school, and I make friends with a couple of people, and there was this one particular girl and she invited me to her house for my first ever sleepover with a friend from secondary school. And she was really cool. I remember just thinking, oh my god, she is so pretty. I saw this version of a person and just remember thinking I wasn't it, and how like curious and fascinated I was with this particular genre of person. You know, you grow up and you realise that means nothing, by the way. Cool, schmoll, blah, 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 means nothing. But when you are 11, 12, it's something that you class as like so important, and it isn't. It's all about how you feel. And I think actually as you get older, what you realize is cool is someone who's just very comfortable in their skin and who's very self-assured. And I don't know if anybody is at age 11 or 12. So I was like, wow, she dresses like Louise from Eternal. And if you don't know who she is, I'll try and insert Louise from Eternal here. You know, and I met these girls that were wearing their hair differently to how I wore mine, or they wore outfits that I just hadn't seen other than in Smash Hits or Bliss magazine. So, or like the girls from All Saints, yeah, like that was what was cool. You know, you'd see them on SMTV Live. I mean, if you're not my age, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about, so I apologise, but if you are, right? Anyway, I get invited to a sleepover, so I pack my bag and my mum says she'll take me. So we're driving, we're on our way to my friends, and we're down these country lanes, and there's like these tall, billowing trees and lots of nice houses along the side. I can feel my mum getting a bit tense. So we pull up, my mum says, there's gates. She's like, there's gates, Danielle, there's gates. And I'm like, yeah, so we are in my beat up Metro and we just pulled up to a house with gates. Yeah? We buzz the buzzer and the gates open. And there's a driveway and it curls around and it leads to this massive wooden door that is on the front of a massive sort of, I'm gonna call it a mansion. She'll disagree with me, but it was a mansion. And then out the back, there was just land. Just horses, you know, in her garden. A swimming pool. A swimming pool? Why didn't you tell me? Was my mum's reaction. And I'm 11, 12, I'm like, whatever. I don't understand what this means. And I'm just annoyed that she's annoyed, and she's annoyed that I'm not annoyed, and there's just tension. I'm just going through puberty. This whole relationship with my mum thing is just, you know, we're hitting heads. So I mutter something like, she drives off down the driveway back through the gates, and I run up to the door, and Sam is there waiting for me, and we do that like, hi, oh my god, hi. We go in and she leads me up to her bedroom, and there in this room, this pretty light airy room, is a massive double bed. I don't have a double bed. A dresser with like a jewelry stand, and there's just jewelry twinkling at me in the sunlight. I see this wall-to-wall wardrobe, and it's open, the slidey doors are open, and there are rows and rows and rows of jeans. And I am like, wow. And she's like, yeah, I get them all from America. And I'm like, I don't even own a pair of jeans. Just one green pair from Meg's, but I am not going to tell her that. And she's like, oh, why don't you try some on? Here, try these on, they'll definitely fit. You will definitely not. And she's all excited and I'm all apprehensive, and she hands me them. And I don't know my body anymore. I've just stood in front of the mirror and found pubes and some sort of weird boob things. And I don't have this chubby body that I had before, but I'm also now aware of my body. I'm having this moment of, but she's handing me them. She's there, she's like, hey, try some on. So I take these jeans, these low slung hipster jeans, and not hipster in the sense of a beard hipster, but like hipster as in sits on your hips low. I take off, I think, Reebok tracksuit bottoms, and I put one foot into these jeans, tentatively, the other foot. I'm slowly pulling them up, you know, just gradually pulling these jeans up and then go to my thighs. And all this time where I've not been aware of my body and then suddenly I am, I then have this moment of this person next to me, this cool person next to me, who looks like she's in All Saints, is way smaller than I am. She is so much smaller than I am. So I'm putting these jeans on, and they get to my thighs, and they get to my bum, and I'm aware at this point, I have a bum. Thanks, Dad. Putting them up, and they get to my bum. They're not gonna get up, they're not gonna get up. They're not gonna get up. They're on. Oh my gosh.
They're on.
They're on. The jeans are on. I've gotten them on. Ah! Do them up. And I turn to look in the mirror. And I see me standing there back at me, and I do not look like Britney Spears from the I'm a Slave for You video. What? No. Nada, nothing, not at all. No. And I see what I now know is muffin top. And if you don't know what muffin top is, I'll insert a picture. Now picture me in jeans, tight, done them up, and there's that muffin top just squidged over the top of those jeans. Now look, I didn't know that later on in life you would realise, don't wear low-slung hipster jeans. Your hips are always just gonna be squidged in there and overhang. Get some high-waisted jeans. They're gonna suit you better, Danny. Thank goodness they came into fashion. And I was made aware that Joni jeans from Topshop are the jeans to stick with. But at this point in time, I was in some American pair of low-slung flared jeans that only someone from All Saints would wear, who looked like this. You got a bum? You got a bang, bada bing, bada boom. It's not gonna work, I'm telling you, it just don't work. I think I immediately take them off and put my Reebok tracksuit bottoms back on and say, thanks for letting me try them on, they're really nice. I love all your jeans are amazing. And the very next day, I went and bought my first pair of proper jeans from Miss Selfridge that didn't squeeze the hip fat over the top. You know, I think I just got a size that fit me. Yeah. This is a thing. All you want to do as a teenager, you know, actually in life, is fit in and belong. And even if you don't want to fit in, because I know that there's people that don't want to fit into a particular group, I feel like they still want to fit into the we don't fit in box. It might not be about needing to be liked, you just want to connect with people, especially when you're that age, part of that cool group, the girls that look like All Saints, that all stand in a, you know, a huddle together, and they look over across the road at the boys from the boys' school, and they're like, all the boys are like, one of the cool boys with like moppy hair that looks like he's from Take That or One Direction, like bowls over and it's like, hey, how you doing? And then all the girls are like, and I'm just standing there like hoping that my skirt is rolled up short enough and that my armpits don't smell because I forgot to put deodorant on that day, and you totally cash as if like you don't even care that like the boys are talking to you, but secretly then one of the cool girls says to one of the cool boys, like, my friend fancies you, and then one of the cool boys is like, yeah, well, one of my friends fancies you guys, and then I'm not gonna say, it's a secret, and then they're like, oh my god, no, whatever, tell us, and then they go over to their group of boys, and like the girls just stand in a huddle, and then one of the boys comes back, and he's all like, so basically, my friend fancies and you're holding your breath and closing your eyes, and you are just praying that perhaps, maybe he's pointing at me. And even if he does point at you, and even if those girls are all around you, huddly, puddly, cooey and ahry and screamy and telling you that your skirt is
definitely rolled up just the right length and that your legs look really sexy.
Even if you feel that you're in there with that group and that you belong, there was still something in the back of my head that never really felt like I did. I still always felt like I was watching from the sidelines as this person that didn't quite fit in. And I just want to tell you that I think that probably goes for everyone. You think that your best friend feels completely like she fits in and that everybody likes her and she feels it and knows it and doesn't have a care in the world, but she's got her insecurities too. She's got her own feeling of not fitting into something or people or belonging to too. You know, everyone has something. And if they don't, and they are just totally reassured and cool, calm and collected, then they're on their journey that's different to yours and they might be well ahead of their time. I didn't get there till I was like 28, 30. Some days I still don't feel like I'm there, but I just want you to know that that's a normal feeling. Like, we are all in that group of people. That's the point. We're human. I'm not here with anyone, not here with, you know, Dad and Gemma are here and our tour manager, but I'm, you know, in my room on my own, and there comes that feeling of like, who am I and am I good enough and do I fit into this group of people or that group of people, and all those feelings of like not knowing if, in the same sense, I'm here like, I'm not a gamer, I'm with a gamer and that's his world and his life and his, you know, I'm learning from it, and I still on this journey have loved every second, and I've still had those moments of, am I good enough? Am I good enough to play Eve? Am I like funny enough? Because actually a lot of the time I feel like I'm not funny. Do I belong? Do I fit in? I'm 32 and I've had those moments, and that's okay. We are surviving, getting through day by day, and we have to be so grateful of where we are. You are worthy and you deserve to be happy. You just have to be so sure of who you are and know that you don't need to rely on any other people to validate you. You're good. When I'm standing in that group of girls with my skirt rolled up and no deodorant on and my armpits were smelly, and the boys come over and say that they fancy one of us, whether it's me or not, I'm still totally worthy and deserving of love and happiness and good vibes. And growing up, you often feel like you're not, because it's a mind fart, but it's cool. You're all good. So you don't need to look like Britney Spears in the I'm a Slave for You video, and you do not need that boy to point at you and say he fancies you. You just gotta be happy with yourself. Okay, that is all for today. I'm gonna say laters taters.